MotorWeek is made possible by Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper and TireRack.com.
Well, hello and welcome again to MotorWeek. We're glad to have you with us. When we first tested the 2009 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 last fall, we came away gushing with praise. And why not? 638 horsepower, adjustable suspension, and Brembo brakes, all carefully tuned so that all previous Corvettes seemed crude. We thought it was as close to a street-legal Corvette race car as you can get. And now we've come to a racetrack to prove it. We've got to hand it to Chevy's engineers. Whenever we feel they've created the ultimate production Corvette, they go and top themselves. We said it about the ZR1 in 1990 and 95, about the 1996 Grand Sport, and about the Z06 twice. Now here we go again. Say it with me. The 2009 ZR1 is the ultimate production Corvette. And a big part of what makes it so lies under this carbon fiber hood. Peeking through the engine window will give you a hint, but this car isn't about being coy. Go ahead, throw her open, and take a good look. What you'll see is 6.2 liters of supercharged American V8, muscled up to the tune of 638 horsepower and 604 pound-feet of torque. The Roots-type supercharger has a new 4-lobe rotor design and integrated intercooler to keep output stable even at peak RPMs. The engine is coupled to a high-capacity dual-disc clutch and close-ratio, race-ready 6-speed manual-only transmission. When we did our preview test of the ZR1 at GM's Milford Proving Grounds last fall, we had to take their word for acceleration times, but GM didn't lie. Even on this freezing Georgia morning, launching the ZR1 through our acceleration test is what we imagine riding a Navy catapult must feel like. Release the clutch at just above idle, feed in power as the massive rear tires fight for grip, and try to hang on as you slingshot to 60 in a scant 3.5 seconds and rip through the quarter mile in 11.3 seconds at 130 miles per hour. That's brute force that even John Force can appreciate. When the road gets twisty, Mr. Force may lose interest, but the ZR1 certainly grabbed our attention, more like demanded it, navigating the 2 miles and 9 turns of Roebling Road Raceway in what was to be MotorWeek record times, faster than any Porsche, BMW, or Ferrari, including the mighty Enzo that we've tested here in the last 2 decades. The ZR1 shares its aluminum-intensive chassis with the Z06, but Corvette engineers modified the short, long-arm suspension to better handle the extra-wide rubber and 20-spoke alloy wheels. Michelin Pilot Sport 2 tires were designed just for this car, 285/30 ZR19s up front and a pair of 335/25 ZR20s at the rear. We've said this before too, and it's even more so for the ZR1. This Corvette is the easiest to drive high-performance car built today, bar none. But the solid feel of the ZR1 will surprise even the most ardent Corvette fans. Steering feedback, feel for the road, and throttle response are telepathic in their reactions. GM's magnetic selective ride control delivers near-instant damping adjustments and a ride that is supple, never harsh, and all in a car capable of pulling more than 1 G in the corners. And the driver never feels out of control, so long as he does his part to maintain control. And believe me, you do have to pay attention at these speeds. Hauling the ZR1 down from triple digits is handled by Brembo multi-piston calipers clamping onto carbon ceramic drilled rotors, a massive 15.5 inches up front and 15 in the rear. Panic stops from 60 took only 112 feet, and all in a very ho-hum manner. Around town driving can be as docile as a Malibu, but evidence of the ZR1 beast within is just a slip of the right foot away. One knock on the 90s ZR1 was its lack of visual distinction from lesser models. Well, lesson learned and problem solved here. The 2009 ZR1 wears specific carbon fiber dual-port front fenders, the obvious power dome windowed hood, and a full-width body color spoiler across the rear. It's hard to miss it whether you're a Corvette fan or not. Inside, the driver sits in familiar Corvette surroundings, but faces a ZR1-only gauge cluster with a boost readout and 220 mph speedometer. The cabin is trimmed with ZR1 logos on the door sills and headrests. Fully living up to its supercar image, the Corvette ZR1 has government fuel economy ratings of 14 city and 20 highway on premium gas. The Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 stickers at $103,970, including a $1,700 gas guzzler tax. While that's a big leap over the Z06, there's no denying the ZR1's performance and prestige gains either. The ZR1 has once again put the bow tie brigade back on top, not just of the American performance car pile, but ready to take on the supercar world too.